Okay, we're recording. So, hello everybody. Today we'll be basically making a character for BORG. And I think we're going to be using SCVMBIRTHER, which is this online generator that just spits out characters. Word of warning, it can change the background color pretty drastically. So I might figure out how to edit that in post, but for everybody who's watching on stream right now, just be aware it might flash you a bit. So I have the BORG cult content enabled so that we can actually, play a skinwalker maybe, or maybe a dead god's prophet. I think that might be cool. Especially since some of them have a bit more survivability, not this one has 1 HP. So we'll just be basically making characters until we find something that we think is an interesting combination. And I think for this first one, we might just be playing solo. Like, by solo I mean, obviously we're playing by ourselves, so I mean, we're playing one character. Because I think that might be easier to manage. Or maybe two, well, we'll see. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm not even sure whether I'm gonna be uploading this recording to YouTube because I'm not sure if it's gonna be interesting, but we'll see. So I'm gonna create a new character. You are Naplam. Let's see here. A Fang Deserter. Okay, that's pretty vanilla. Fearless and shallow. Bulbous growth on the neck and moves when nobody sees. Convinced you are a talented singer, this is not the case. That's kind of interesting just from the start. Is a Fang Deserter who wants to be a sacrilegious songbird. Wants to be a bard, basically. They have the Shoe of Death's horse, gotta love that. I love the Shoe of Death's horse. They have a Zweihander. Holy shit. This guy is good. Okay, he has a Zweihander, which is the most powerful weapon. He doesn't have great stats. He has very good HP. This guy's interesting. I like the idea that he has some bulbous growth that's actually alive on his neck, and that he talks to it. And maybe it guides him in some way. I think we might have just found our character on the first roll. This is cool, actually. Let's save this one out. Let me save it. Give me a sec. Let me save this out to a PDF. Okay. Let me save this out to a PDF, and we'll call it, what's his name? Naplam. Okay. Naplam. There we go. So we saved it out to a PDF. We'll create another one. We'll just create a few. We'll see whether we find anything more interesting than what we just got. But yeah, let's keep going. You are Dismal, a Gutterbond scum. You're stealthy and you're okay. So you begin with lockpicks. Okay. You have 3 monkeys that ignore you, but they love you. Those monkeys are pretty overpowered, I found in my playthroughs. He has -1 presence, which is not great for a Gutterbond scum, because that's what you use for basically everything that's not combat. Or falling down a pit or something. Funny monkey. Yeah, funny monkey. But you have red poison as well. This is pretty good. Let's see. As a child, your mother was hanged from a tree outside of Galgenberg. You fell from the corpse. Okay, so this is all the Gutterbond scum stuff. Hesitant and argumentative. Face covered in pustules. Snores like a dreaming troll. Others must test toughness to sleep. Wait, what? So if I camp with this guy, I might not be able to sleep? Jesus. Okay, I'm gonna save each one actually. So this is Dismal. This is Dismal. Yeah, that's kind of not great actually. Let's roll another one. You are Rebar, a forlorn philosopher. Okay. Let's see what we have. Near imperceptible body shifts transmit a simple mind plague which causes one creature to dance madly for D4 rounds. They may neither attack nor defend during this choreomania. That's really good, what the fuck? Okay, let's see. Torrents of Comprehension. When warned, the torrents pierce your flesh, and you perceive all. To regain the effect, you must crown yourself anew. The damage steps up by 1 each time until after a night's rest. I like that a lot. Let's see what we got. Sickle, for armor, chewing tobacco. I like this character. I like Rebar. Abandoned in Bergen Crypt's catacombs, Udok Claltis captured your family and forced you to debate with them while they devoured your parents alive. Okay, that's not great. Is that... Oh my god, that's not great. Prone to substance abuse and ritualistic, okay. Cataract slowly but surely spreading in both eyes. Never learned to share, in massive debt. Okay. The debt is being traded to successfully more ruthless groups. I like this guy. Okay, I'm going to go with these two actually. Rebar and the first guy, whoever he is. I can't remember his name already. So we're gonna go Rebar and we're gonna go with... Who was the first guy? Man, I cannot remember. Let me check. Naplum, I believe? Naplum and Rebar. I think these are our two guys. So here we go. We have our two characters. We have Rebar and we have Naplum. Very cool. I think at this point, what I like to do is I like to actually draw the character out while thinking about, you know, how he's gonna interact with like the other character, how they met, stuff like that. So yeah, I usually start by drawing the character out. So maybe we can start with that. Okay, there you go. Alright, so we're going to draw our two characters, Naplum and Rebar. What is cataract? Does anybody know what cataract is? I'm going to Google it. In the eyes, right? Cataract in the eyes. Oh, okay, it's a cloudy lens through the eyes. So I'm going to open up the image. Let me show you guys what this is. So this is what cataract is. It's a condition wherein your eyes get more and more cloudy. So I'm assuming that his eyes are mostly almost white, basically. Okay, interesting. I learned something new today. So, who should we draw first? I think we should draw Naplum first. So, let's see. Fearless and shallow, bulbous growth on the neck. It moves when nobody sees. Convince you are a talented singer, this is not the case. I think it might be interesting to draw him singing. So, or trying to sing at least. There you go. Okay, we're good to go. Next character is Rebar. Okay, so he's prone to substance abuse and ritualistic. I believe he has some tattoos, probably. Cataract slowly spreading. Wait, didn't it say he had like some kind of like stuff on his face? Was it not? Oh, it was on the other character. Never mind. Yeah, I misremembered. So prone to substance abuse, ritualistic, cataract, never learned to share, massive debt. Okay, and got it. So these are our two intrepid adventurers, Naplum and Rebar, and we are now going to figure out what's their connection and why are they on this journey, whatever this journey is. So to do that, I normally roll on the Adventure Spark table on the Mark BORG car book. So let's do that. We got an 88. 7 women with black eyes. I'm gonna need a little bit more information than that actually. 7 women with black eyes. So normally that sounds like somebody that will actually contact me. That doesn't sound like 7 women with black eyes. I think what I could do here is actually I could use Alfred Valley's Portents and Curses of the Prince of Gorse, which is basically just basically an oracle roll. So what do these, let's see here, 7 women with black eyes have to do with us? Let's see. 12. Blighted crops, regret, delay, hunger. So this ties in, I think, into Rebar's backstory. He's in massive debt, never learned to share, he's in massive debt, and is constantly getting worse and worse and worse. I think the 7 women with black eyes strike a deal with Rebar, at least, and it's a way to clear his massive debt, at which point the tax for it has gone haywire. So I think it's an insane debt at this point, and the only way that he can actually repay it is to do something special. How about for Naplum though? So for Naplum, we know that he has this bulbous growth on the neck, he moves when nobody sees. Maybe the 7 women with black eyes approach both of them. One of them, for Rebar, they say that they can clear his debt, and for Naplum, they say that they can basically remove that bulbous thing on his neck that screams to him in the night and makes it so he can't sleep and gives him constant nightmares and keeps talking to him when he doesn't want it to. So maybe these 7 women with black eyes strike them a deal. But what is the deal? So firstly, where do we meet these 7 women with black eyes? Do we meet them in a dream? Could be the case. Let's roll on that. So normally when I roll this kind of thing, I put red as a no and blue as a yes. So in this case, no. We meet them physically. So where do we meet them? 11. On board a ship on the endless sea. Maybe we were not from this land. Maybe we were not from this place. And we were basically on board a ship, and somehow they appeared to us. Maybe it was a vision, maybe it was something else. But they appeared on the ship somehow, and they left. And they told us that we had to do something. And what is that thing? So I'm gonna roll on the Adventure Spark table again, just to figure this out. 98. Children humming forbidden songs. I don't think that helps us much. I kind of want to know something that we actually have to do. So I'm gonna roll it again. 76. Mystical ruins are unearthed. Okay, that does help us. So what I'm seeing here is that these 7 women with black eyes appear to us as we are arriving on this strange land from God knows where. And they say that there are basically some mystical ruins in some place that we have to get to. So this is a good chance for us to look at the map. We came from somewhere else. And I think it will be prudent for us to start doing an overland crawl. The question is, where do we come from? Do we come from the north, south, east, or west? So I'm gonna roll a d4. 1 is north, 2 is east, 3 is south, and 4 is west. We come in from the north. We come in from the north, and we come in through Sarkash. This horrible forest. This dark forest, which houses an immense graveyard called Graven Tusk. So I don't think we know about this yet. Maybe we will have heard rumors, but I don't think we do. Where is this ruins that they talk about? I'm gonna make it simple. I'm gonna say that the ruins are in Graven Tusk. So we're gonna have to actually travel there through Sarkash and eventually reach Graven Tusk and unearth the ruins that they talked about. So yeah, that's the prep work done. So join us in the next video where we will find out what happens to Naplum and Rebar, and whether they even make it to Craven Tusk or not.